After Abraham's wild journey, I always find it interesting how the spotlight shifts to Isaac. He's the quiet middle link in the chain, but the whole family legacy hangs on him now.
Totally. And Isaac isn't exactly a headline maker compared to his dad or sons, but his life is all about holding steady, taking the promise from Abraham and passing it on. It's like he's the bridge that keeps everything together.
Yeah, and even Isaac's story starts with a struggle. Like his parents, he and Rebecca wait years before they have kids. That waiting really sets the stage for what's about to happen with their twins.
It definitely puts the focus on expectation, and you can feel the tension building. As soon as Jacob and Esau show up, things get complex fast.
So let's talk about these twins. Esau and Jacob couldn't be more different even before they're born. The text literally says they're struggling in the womb.
It cracks me up that the first thing we know about Jacob is that he's grabbing Esau's heel like. From day one, he's already competing, and you have Esau, this outdoorsy, impulsive guy, and Jacob, who's more of a homebody.
And then the favoritism kicks in. Isaac's team Esau. Rebecca is all about Jacob. That's just asking for drama, right?
Honestly, I can't help but think of those awkward family dinners where everyone's walking on eggshells. The favoritism just fuels the rivalry between the brothers.
That stew scene always stands out to me. Esau comes in starving, smells Jacob's cooking, and ends up trading his birthright for a quick meal. It's almost hard to believe.
It says so much about both brothers. Esau is all about instant gratification, like, I'd rather eat now than worry about my future. Jacob, though, he's patient and maybe a bit calculating.
It's such a wild trade. Imagine giving up your whole inheritance for just one bowl of soup. But I guess it really shows how little Esau valued his role as firstborn.
Absolutely. And it sets the tone for the rest of their relationship. Jacob getting ahead, Esau kind of missing the point until it's too late.
But if the birthright swap wasn't wild enough, the whole blessing heist takes it to another level. I mean, Rebecca really goes all in to make sure Jacob gets that blessing.
It's almost like she's masterminding a high-stakes con. Dressing Jacob up in Esau's clothes, covering his arms with goatskins, she thinks of everything.
And poor Isaac, he's suspicious. He says the voice sounds like Jacob, but the hands are hairy like Esau. There's this tension, will he catch on or not?
That moment is so loaded. It's heartbreaking too, when you realize how deep the deception runs in this family. But in the end, Jacob walks away with the blessing meant for Esau.
What always hits me after the blessing scene is just how badly things fall apart. Esau is furious and swears he'll kill Jacob. That's how deep this betrayal goes.
And Jacob, even though he got what he wanted, has to run for his life. It's this tragic mix. He has the promise, but he's lost his home, his family, everything familiar.
It feels so raw this isn't a neat, happy ending. Jacob's got everything, but at a huge cost. He's basically exiled, carrying guilt and fear.
It's like the story is saying, sometimes you can get your heart's desire the wrong way, and it just tears everything else up.
On the run, Jacob's next big moment is that dream of the ladder angels going up and down, and God at the top. It's such a powerful, surreal image.
I love how unexpected it is. Jacob's at rock bottom, totally alone, and that's when God shows up, no condemnation, just this wild promise. I am with you. I won't leave you.
It really flips the script. You'd expect God to call him out for all the scheming, but instead, it's pure grace. Jacob wakes up and he's like, this place is sacred.
He even names it Bethel, house of God. It's as if, in his lowest moment, he finds a sense of belonging and purpose he's never had before.
Once Jacob arrives at his uncle Laban's, it's like he finally meets someone who's even trickier than he is. Laban puts him through the ringer.
The whole story with Rachel and Leah still gets me. Jacob works 7 years for Rachel, then wakes up after the wedding and plot twist. He's married to Leah. That's some next-level deception.
It's almost poetic justice. Jacob, the trickster, gets tricked. But he sticks it out, works another 7 years, and ends up with this big, complicated family.
All those years with Laban really shape him. He goes from running away to being forced to dig deep, and his family just keeps growing chaotically. But the promise is still at work.
Speaking of that family, Jacob's got 2 wives, 2 concubines, and 12 sons. That's already a recipe for drama, and the rivalries just keep piling up.
And each of those sons will eventually become a tribe of Israel, which is wild when you think about it. The promise of descendants is literally coming true, but it's so messy.
It's not the picture-perfect family you might expect from a chosen leader. There's jealousy, heartbreak, and plenty of mistakes along the way.
But maybe that's the point. The story doesn't shy away from the chaos. It's honest about how tough real families can be, even ones with a big spiritual calling.
After 20 years, Jacob finally decides to head home, and you can just feel his dread about seeing Esau again. It's like all his old fears are coming back to haunt him.
I get why he's terrified. He left Esau threatening to kill him, and now he's got this huge family and a lot to lose if things go sideways. It's a real test of whether anything has changed.
He even divides up his camp, sends gifts ahead, and prays he's desperately hoping for mercy. You sense he's wrestling with more than just his brother here.
Totally. It's about facing his own choices, his guilt, and wondering if reconciliation is even possible after everything that's happened.
Then comes that strange night by the river Jacob, wrestling with a mysterious figure until dawn. It almost feels like a dream, but it's so physical and raw.
What I love is Jacob refuses to let go until he gets a blessing. The struggle is both literal and symbolic. He's battling with his past, with God, and with who he's become.
And then his name changes. You're not Jacob anymore, you're Israel. That's such a turning point. Like he finally owns up to who he really is and what he's been running from.
He even walks away with a limp, a permanent reminder of the struggle, but also his new identity. It's messy, but it marks a real transformation.
What really gets me is the next morning. After all the tension, Esau runs to Jacob, hugs him, and just weeps. It's the total opposite of what you expect.
It's honestly such a relief. After so much scheming and bitterness, to see forgiveness real, emotional forgiveness break through is incredibly moving.
You can almost feel years of pain melting away in that moment. The story goes from tragedy to hope with just one embrace.
It's like a glimpse of what reconciliation can look like, messy past and all. If these two can forgive each other, maybe there's hope for any broken relationship.
Pulling back, I think Jacob's story is all about how God works with seriously imperfect people. There's no sugarcoating his flaws.
Yeah, it's not about earning the promise by being perfect. It's more like grace shows up in the middle of all that mess through deceit, jealousy, and even broken dreams.
And every major turning point in Jacob's life involves struggle, whether it's wrestling with family, himself, or with God. The transformation happens right in the thick of those battles.
Plus, the ending reconciliation with Esau just proves healing is possible, even after huge betrayals. The hope isn't just for Jacob, but for everyone reading his story.
And just when you think the family saga can't get any wilder, it's Jacob's 12 sons that pick up the story next, especially Joseph.
Joseph's journey is a whole new roller coaster dreams, betrayal, a colorful coat, and somehow ending up in Egypt. The promise keeps moving forward, even through all the drama.
It almost feels like each generation faces their own kind of mess, but the thread of hope and faithfulness runs through it all.
That's what makes these stories timeless, honestly. They show us that faith isn't about having it all figured out, it's about holding on, even when the road is anything but straight.